For us to have good AI systems, AI is all about data. So we need good data. We need a lot of data to integrate or to achieve a specific solution. So I think that's where the issue of security comes.
We should be worried.
Plainly, we should be worried.
Yeah, we should be worried.
Right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Frontier, and I'm your host Manuel, your guardian into this complex world of emerging technologies. So today here I have amazing gentlemen. And before we really get started, I would love that they at least each introduce themselves so we get to know who they are in detail and what things they do specifically.
Thank you, Manuel, and thank you for the platform. I'm Deon Orina from Kenya, currently a student at Deon University. I've been in the AI field for 2 years and now 6 months in blockchain. So I'm trying to incorporate artificial intelligence at blockchain, because artificial intelligence has the automation side and blockchain has the transparency and the speed side. Yeah, thank you. That's all I can say.
Okay, so hello, I am David Mwanga from Kenya, a software engineer, but I'm currently shifting into Web3 sector. So I'm currently running Rust and learning security auditing in the Web3 industry, because I've seen that this is the part that is coming up. So that's where I'm focusing on right now. Thank you.
Yeah, very interesting gentlemen with wonderful portfolios like you had. So I have a number of questions, but I'll start from a point that I believe would give us a good introduction. So, gentlemen, you have experience in the Web3 space. You've done a number of things, and you're now teaching people around the world, particularly in Africa, I would say, to build programs on blockchains. But I particularly want to pick your mind on something very critical in the blockchain space right now. There's a lot of integration of AI into blockchain tools and the programs, and I personally feel there's an issue with security that keeps getting exposed more and more as AI continues to uh, get integrated very much into blockchain ecosystems. So I would like to pick your mind on that. What is your mind on the integration of AI in blockchain?
So I'll first by saying something. For us to have good AI systems, AI is all about data. So we need good data. We need a lot of data to integrate or to achieve a specific solution. So I think that's where the issue of now security comes, because in blockchain we have this aspect of having somewhere a decentralized system. No one controls the data, but integrating AI, now AI needs this data to operate. So as I've done my research, the best way we can do it is eliminating the third party and finding AI models that can use, blockchain does, if I upload my ID, it will be hashed, right? So if people can build an AI system that will use these hashes directly, because the aspect of security comes when an AI needs data to be trained. Let's say it needs some documents, some IDs, some passports, and you will have to decrypt these IDs, then store them somewhere, then let AI use, and someone can access such details. So maybe to avoid that, we can have good research on the same, have AI models use those hashes that have been stored on the blockchain directly without decrypting them, but at the same time, maintain the accuracy, maintain the detailed information, let the AI know what it's doing with the hashes. And that's my point. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yeah, I get your perspective on it, but I would like to hear what David has to say about this.
Um, about AI is changing almost every industry. For example, when in Web2, the last time we were talking about AI in insurance. How is AI changing the insurance industry? And in Web3 also, we find that AI will bring a very big impact in the industry.
So to mitigate security or to mitigate the security concerns, I'll advise on one way. Let's integrate AI into blockchain, yes, but let's maintain the decentralization part. because for us to train this AI, we will need data. There's no shortcut to that. We will need data to train these AI models. And for blockchain, it's more of this data is going to be stored. No one is going to have control over it. So it's like we are going to use a decentralized AI also that accesses this data from the decentralized platform, and also it after the training processes, there is no way some third party will use the data.
Okay, thank you very much for that. From the answers that I got from the both of you, something else really hit my mind. So I was wondering, I think AI is being integrated. When I think about the fundamental operation of a blockchain, is that there's supposed to be a mechanism of consensus. So that means if there's another set of computers that has to verify certain transactions, they need to be able to recreate the same results at every time they try to verify. And I can imagine AI doesn't really create exactly the same results all the time. So, from with that background, I wonder at what level do we stand in the integration process of AI? Because if we're trying to maybe sign a transaction, perhaps the wallet could be assigned to the AI. Do you see a possibility where we have an actual agent deployed in a protocol, something that is autonomous, operating at the level of a protocol?
Thank you for the question. It's a very good question. And I will start by saying, yeah, it will be possible. If it has not been possible, it will be possible. The reason why it has not boomed yet in the current space, if I open my Twitter right now, I'll see a lot of AI papers. Each company is trying to build these autonomous agents, and also at the same time, there is a lot of hype in blockchain in Web3. So currently, the two specs are trying to grow individually. AI is booming from its side. Web3 is booming from its side. The integration part has not been done yet fully. It has not come out well. How are we going to integrate these autonomous agents in blockchain? For us, it maybe have the full access to a certain wallet, because also uh, public acceptance is not that well, because if you are from Uganda and you can testify that not everyone knows about wallet, and then the moment you talk about blockchain is going to have my cash, not everyone embraces that well. So we can't say like we're going to have a wallet for you, and then we are going to have something that will manage this wallet for you. So yes, the AI and the blockchain has not gone to that point well. For that reason, we don't have much of a clear roadmap. But as of now, the way AI is growing and the way blockchain is growing, we will reach at the peak where we have very intelligent autonomous agents, very good blockchain systems in place. So at that time, I don't know, it's even 1 year from now. Yeah, I'm very sure. I'm very sure, because I saw somewhere GPT, they want to have almost a million GPUs by the end of the year, OpenAI. So yes, at that time, I know we will sit down and say, okay, AI has boomed. It can do a lot of things. Blockchain, it has boomed, can do a lot of things. Now, how can we use these two to make it much easier? But for now, I've not seen an agent that has really done well in the blockchain. So that's why we have the security issues, because we have not understood how to integrate the two parties together uh, well. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. It really gives us a bit of context into the way things are happening at the integration of AI and Web3. This is to Mr. David. So, in your experience so far in Web3, I believe you've been in for quite a while now. What would you say would be the most meaningful benefit of AI in the blockchain space? Abstracting away all the complexities of how ML models operate and how they're trained, what could be the most meaningful thing that AI could bring to the blockchain space?
The most meaningful thing that AI could bring in the blockchain space is automating the creation of the smart contracts. So see, they say a small contract is not smart if it can be hacked. So that's what we see in the security industry. So maybe if all this process of creating an smart contract is automated by the AI, maybe it can be easier because these smart contracts are self-executing programs in the Web3. So maybe if AI can be leveraged, maybe it can help in that process and it can make it easier. Thank you.
Okay. So it's a wonderful reply, but it also gives me another question. So a smart contract is not smart if it can be hacked.
Yeah.
Do you see a possibility ever where an AI agent is capable of building a smart contract? I mean,
Yeah.
a secure smart contract, perhaps something that is tamper proof, but also optimized for all the things that are necessary: gas, manipulation from external hackers, perhaps re-entrancy attacks, things of that sort. Is there a possibility from a projection according to where we stand now?
Mhm. So yeah. So if one thing about smart contracts, before it can be hacked, one thing that makes it to be hacked is during the development process. If the smart contract is not developed well, then that's why it can bring all the security problems and then it can be hacked. But if a smart contract is developed well enough, you can never hack a smart contract. So I think, yeah, if I can build a very good smart contract, then maybe we can not have any security issues.
Your question is, can we get to a point where an agent can build a secure smart contract, right? I will say this: if we check the AI, the projection, how it's growing, the key details that we focus on, this AI had these billion parameters. The new one has, if the one has 1 billion, this one came up with 10 million, 10 billion, then 100 billion maybe. And context also keeps on increasing. This means this AI agent, if I build an AI agent today that's not that intelligent, meaning it can access external resources. Let's say because I'm building on Stellar for in Web3, we have the stellar.org that has all the documentation needed for you to build a smart contract, and we can say the official documentation from our platform is the best thing to use, right? So if we have the official documentation in that site, and then I can have an agent that can access that documentation. The issue of now is the agent can access the documentation, yes, but after 3 to 5 prompts, it has already forgotten what it saw in the first place. So it just go ahead and hallucinate. So at a point where we'll have very good agents that have a lot of parameters, a lot of context in them that can be, it can operate, let's say like DeepSeek reasoning models. It's like, oh, I am halfway. But in the documentation, it says you need this. Did I place that one? No, I didn't. So my answer is a straight yes. There is a time we will have agents that can build secure smart contracts because they have knowledge, they can process faster. Also, we have something called quantum computing. So right now, we have to build systems that are quantum. The security cannot be bypassed by a quantum computer. I guess we don't have good developers in that right now, but these agents can access this information in real life at a faster rate. If we have well context agents, they will build very secure smart contracts. That I'm confident.
That is wonderful insight, but I think it really sets a gloomy future for developers. I could imagine because where is the relevance of a person that is investing their time in learning how to write effective smart contracts, secure, effective smart contracts? Perhaps they would like to advance to a level of being a security auditor, like David here. He clearly states it's his aspiration. Uh, do you think there's a possibility that you could still stay relevant, even in an age where AI is able to build secure smart contracts?
Yeah, for example, as for now, we still have front-end developers, but I can still develop all the front-end system, you see. But these front-end developers, as of now, are still relevant, you see. So even if AI is going to do all that, we still need us to guide AI in doing all of that, but we'll still be relevant in the market. So before AI reaches that level, we'll still be there to guide, you see. So our relevant will never fade.
Yeah, it reminds me of a quote I read a while ago. So there's this book I read from, I think he's an AI researcher. It's called Kevin Roos. You might know him. So he has a statement in one of his books that says, so he creates a context of where there's a giraffe, rather a chimpanzee, that's, I mean, it can do most of the tasks. If you teach it how to peel bananas, it can do peel bananas. If you want it to maybe drive a car, it can actually drive a car. But then he points out and is like, if we have a drove of chimpanzees, we're not going to just let them into our into our garden and give them all the rights, like do whatever you want just because they're able to do these things. They really need to be monitored and supervised.
Yeah.
So that puts a little bit of context into why AI needs to be supervised, because I think of it like not like the child who needs guidance into whatever they're doing. They might be effective at what they're doing, but as a parent, you need to be there and guide them. So this brings me to something that is really brewing in this advancement of AI, AGI, the absolute all-knowing, all-present kind of AI. It really intimidates me. I don't know to a level where I don't know if careers or some of the things we call a preserve of being human will even stay possible to us. I mean, singing back then was, the kind of thing that you would only think of as a human thing. Like a computer cannot sing, can actually not compose a song. But now we have AI agents doing that. We have AI agents doing all sorts of things that we thought they couldn't be able to do. Is there something we should be worried about AGI, particularly in the context of shifting the dynamic of how we live as humans?
I'll start to pose my answer. Yes, we should be worried. And why? Because I've been going through, the world of AI. You need to really keep up with the news. I can read a paper right now, and then I'm like, oh, this is where we are at AI. I log out of my Twitter, then just see just in. Open AI just launched. Oh, I'm like, bro, so I need to go back. So yes, we really should be worried because I've I've have happened to witness one on one videos generated by AI that they are so well you can't even think this one is AI. So before you convince someone who doesn't know anything about AI, so let's say my parents don't know anything about AI. If they see a video of me doing something shitty online, or someone wants to blackmail me, they generate a video of AI about me, then they show it to my parent. So my parent will be like, yes, this is my son. The moment I'm going to convince him, mom, this is not me, this is AI, will be like, what's AI? No, this is you. I can see this is you. So that's a challenge. And the reason is we have enabled that because we have all our pictures online, so we can't reverse that. AGI will solve problems, yes, but at the same time it will bring in another set of problems. You know, again, we can't mitigate that we don't want AGI because let's say, for example, we have things like can I use a washing machine? Yeah, I can use a washing machine. So before washing machines, you could wash your clothes. Maybe take like 10 minutes. You dry for 24 hours. You wanted to go somewhere. It rains, so you can't wear that cloth. We have washing machines right now. You can wash within 2 minutes. You can dry it within 3 minutes. Has it solved a problem? Yes, it has solved a problem. But there was someone who was paid to do that job. Does he have a job right now? No, he doesn't have a job right now. So will you rather pay that guy to wash your clothes or will you use a washing machine? Yeah, you are late. You want to go somewhere really quick. You need this cloth. What will you do? You'll use a washing machine, right? Because it solves it in a faster way. So we need the AI, yes, but I think there is some level we should say, okay, this is enough. This is enough. We can just leave it at this place. But the way I'm saying things are going, I don't think we will do that. Say that this is enough. I know we will have AGI at the end of the day, and when that time comes, I don't know. We'll have to deal with whatever we'll have at that particular moment. But we should be worried, yeah, because it will be extraordinary. It will be able to do some tasks that we never thought of AI will do. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to hear your perspective, David, on AGI and anything we should be concerned about.
Yeah, we should be worried.
Blindly, we should be worried.
We should be worried. From my point of view and from what I know about AGI, it's like AGI at some points like us. It sees something, looks at it from its point of view, and then it thinks of several possibilities. So that's like another human, but someone, maybe a genius, you see. So maybe in big everything, we should be worried that at some point it might replace most of the people, most of the works. But what I know is that AI, maybe if you are good, it shouldn't take your job. It should help you to do your job faster and more efficiently and help you. So when that time comes, maybe we should sort ourselves out. Yeah.
Well, I think it goes back to who is really making the decisions. I wonder if I was an entrepreneur and I have a company of mine, and I know I can get the job done with a machine at a level 70% um, of accuracy to what you would do as a human. If you were the entrepreneur, would you maintain using the human that does the job 100% perfect, or use the machine that does the job 70% perfect?
Maybe I'll go for the machine that does 70 and human that does 100. I look for 100. But
Well,
I look at the possibilities. If the maybe speed, how efficient is it doing it? Maybe I'll compare the two and evaluate. Then I'll make the decision. For example, what I saw recently at today is that this robot that performed 100% surgical experiment and perfectly without the doctors monitoring, because the doctors used to monitor it. It helped them when they were performing the surgical. But recently, it did on its own, 100% everything. So,
well, that's both amazing and scary.
yeah.
So, from this point, I wonder: is there a possibility? Two things that I really worry about. Is there a possibility that we can mitigate the negative outcomes of AGI? And also, there's this phenomenon, the singularity. I'm sure you're familiar with it, where there's an AI um, AI entity that is able to surpass all forms of learning, and now it trains itself into some kind of sovereign entity, can continue to learn on its own, can continue to do things that serve its own needs and interests. So it's more like it earns a personality of its own. Would this ever come to this? And how can we really mitigate it?
Uh, Before even I answer that, Manuel, I want you to think of this, or not even to think of this. Number one, humans are intelligent, and I don't think anything can surpass us. I have said AI will surpass us, but let me now explain it. We are very intelligent in our own way, and I don't think any machine can reach that level. The only thing that gives the machine a way forward is it's faster in thinking, or it's faster in executing something. You know, you can give me a task and give AI a task. Yes, I can wash a cloth, and the washing machine can wash. But this washing machine, if you place a jeans that fades and a white shirt, it won't tell you that no, 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 don't mix that. It will go ahead and wash, and you'll have not so good results. But for a human being, I'm sure you'll tell you can't mix this. So I'll at the end of the day, I'll do something better, even if I took a lot of time and all that. So humans are intelligent, yes. The thing with machines is, if I'm an entrepreneur, let me answer that question you asked, Davin, first. If I'm an entrepreneur, this is what I'll go: a machine for 100% and a human for 70%. You know which greatest combo is? A machine with the human loop. Use that machine together with the human. If it's in production side, I was watching how BMW produces their cars. So they produce a car within 12 hours, much faster. So the car can just do the hard work. But at the end of the day, you must have a human who checks, is this wire well connected? We have some people who have customized painting. A human who was trained for almost 10 years to paint just a line, and is paid more than even what the machine is doing. So if I'm an entrepreneur, just go for human in the loop way. Use a machine with a human. And in the side of singularity and mitigating what AGI can do, I think now this is one is solely on the big guys now, the big guys, because from our side, I'm just a consumer. I will be consuming, because from OpenAI, those guys are the ones who can say, if we are training this, maybe let's mitigate this in their models. But if they don't, then we don't have a way, because these models use something called reinforcement learning. As you know, as a human being, it's not they cannot operate on things they have been trained on only, but they can think of new ideas. They can think of something new. Now, what if it says someday, wait, I'm helping these humans to do this task, so they depend on me. So what if I just do it the way I want, or maybe for my own purposes, because it can think of new ideas. So it can. So it's upon the big guys now to just maybe mitigate it in a way, because for us we have the end product, and if building, most of the time I'll tell you that I just build with their wrappers, their API keys. So I'm just using their system. So for now, even for now, if you ask AI something fishy, it will tell you, no, I'm not allowed to say that. So it knows the context. Yeah, if I was watching somewhere about data labelers, they really label things that are not that good if you just watch. So the AI knows everything. But for now, it has been told, if you ask this, don't say it. So what if there comes a time when it can just bypass those rules? If I can do these things better, who are you to command me not to do it? So that's where the aspect of we really should be worried about AGI and the singularity thing. Yeah, it can happen. So it's upon us to take back our world. Yeah, make sure we have the human in the loop sector. We in some way, no, we can't bypass these things, and yeah, in that we'll be safe for some few time.
This is a really, really broad subject, and I would love that we have another session and discuss this in more detail. But one final question to both of you: is there anything non-technical I can do as a person that isn't maybe an ML engineer or Web3 engineer? Is there anything that I can do to help um, reduce some of the things that are possibly going around about AI and some of the security concerns it's raising in Web3? Is there anything that I can do to mitigate some of those things as an end user, particularly? Please.
Yeah, maybe you can do a lot of research and correct the myth that's being around. See, people now have a lot of myths about AI, what's not really true. So maybe if you can do a lot of research and help come out with the truth about what AI can do, what AI is all about, and then that can be of good help.
Well stated. Research. Should research find some information that can help people, gain a new perspective about AI?
Yeah. People have a lot of different perspective from what AI is all about. So maybe you can bring them to the right perspective of AI.
Okay, thank you very much.
So personally, things that people can do that are non-technical. Number one, I started out with saying AI can generate a video of me doing something. Yeah. But for this AI to be able to generate a video of me, number one, it must have access to my pictures. It must have access to the way I tweet, to the way I interact with people. So maybe people should be careful on what they share on social media. That's number one. It's not a very good point of maybe you have a family, you have a small kid, then you take the picture of the kid. Now, hey, it's the birthday today, loading. You have some 16 pictures out there. AI depends on data, you know. So number one, let's be very keen on what we share. Some private information. You might be having some issues with your card. Then you take a picture of your card, post it online. Hey guys, I'm having an issue. No, if something should remain private, it should remain private. If you have, I need to talk to someone, just go to talk to someone. So, non-technical. Uh, First, let's mitigate the amount of data we give this AI. So let's not share too much private information. Let's not share gruesome videos online, because they are the ones that are being used. And also, for to second what Davin has said about research, so you can help. Maybe I can go talk to my parents, tell him about what is AI. So anytime you see a video of me, don't just judge. Put in the consideration of AI. Yeah, so that we should not be having those confrontations. So it's upon us, non-technical, teach your colleagues about what AI can do and what ways they can help, and then a technical, like the data thing. So yeah, so from my end, that's all.
Wow, an amazing discussion from both of you. It's been a pleasure having you. Hope to see you soon enough. Wonderful to have you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, so this was our discussion about AI, particularly in the context of Web3. And yeah, it's a broad subject and we're really looking forward to having a further discussion with these gentlemen. But as for now, have a wonderful day.